Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Matthew. Hello. Hi, Safuri. Bib Shrinka. What do you mean by that? I'm not shrinking. I may be small, but I'm not getting any smaller. We'll start in a little bit. I'm just gonna make sure I have some water. And we'll get to it. All right. Hello, hello. Let's say our hellos before we get started. So I think I said hello to Matthew, to Safuri. Hello, beeplebees. Nice candies. Time for bear sale. Oh, candles. Yeah. I'll show you the outfit. I'll show you the outfit for those who haven't seen this outfit yet. Yeah, and then Safuri, sushi. Hello, hello. Well, hold on. You know what? Let's go ahead and get over to the main screen. Ready and woo. Okay, so this this song is starting to drive me insane, so I'm actually gonna switch over to the main screen. Actually, I don't know. I think I turned it off, so I don't know if you could even like hear the music, but but we are gonna be playing that game soon. We're gonna be playing a game called Lutong Bahay, which, um, well, luto is like a verb to cook, right? And then the ng is to make it into like an adjective or to describe something. Bahay is no, because I mistake it. So there's buhay and there's bahay. I want to say bahay is life, or is it house? Oh no, I'm fake. I'm so fucking fake. Buhay is life, Bahay is house. Thank you, Sushi. Thank you. I was like, I froze. I was like, wait. Like, oh no. I'm here for translation. Thank you, Sushi. Thank you, thank you. Let's see the fit. Yeah, let's move the desk. Let's move the desk real quick. There we go. Oh, I was floating. So yeah, native speaker buff. Exactly, exactly. Oh yeah, everyone, get your stickers. Get your sniffer stickers. It's a Filipino themed, it's a Filipino themed stream today. Virgo seance, she floats. Yeah, so these candles aren't for a seance. It's for a dance. It's for one of my favorite Filipino themed dances. Oh, you know what? Let me move the alerts. I feel like I don't use the screen as much, so I gotta configure. There you go. Let's put that there. You guys can't hear the music, right? You just hear my mic, my voice. Let me know if my voice is also too loud, if it's peaking the mic or anything. Let's see. What should we put on? Could put on As you can see, I was listening to Kendrick again. Could listen to Beanie. Beanie. My voice is good? Nice. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear the Spotify either, but let's put that a little bit up. Oh, I didn't even do my intro. Let's do my intro. So hello everyone, I'm Binka Bear, art historian, and Sun Bear PNGTuber. And today we're yapping. We're having a little short yap sesh, but we're also gonna play a game called LUTONG BAHAY, which I said in the very beginning is a combination of cooking and Bahay, which is Bahay is love, Bahay is life. No, Bahay is house, so it's like cooking house or like a place to cook. I'm assuming. It's been a while. So, one thing is the OST of the game, the soundtrack of the game is still playing in my headphones, and like, it's driving me insane just a little bit because what it is, it's basically like there's this dance called tinikling. Oh wait, you know what? I have to explain a couple of things. Here. Let me move the Spotify stuff. Let's move that here for now. Let's talk about the outfit real quick. So, this isn't a new outfit, but I just haven't worn it that much. But what it is, it's based off of a Filipino dance that I like so much that I've performed before, actually, IRL. It's a dance called Pandango sa Ilaw. And I'm saying it with a heavy American accent, but basically it's a dance that features candles. You gotta balance candles on your head, or a candle on your head, and then two between your fingies, and you have to hold them the way that I'm holding them right now. You guys see that they're in between my beans, my paws. You gotta make like the sign language for I love you, and like you have to hold the candles in between your pinky finger and your index finger. So you gotta touch your middle and ring finger to your thumb, and then you gotta hold the cups like that. So yeah, Viteheit, hello, welcome. We're yapping first before we get into it. But yeah, so this dance is about, I want to say the origin. I did a stream a couple months back about like Filipino folk dance, because it's actually one of my hobbies. Like a couple of years back when I was like very active in the Filipino American like college club community. Like, I was in a couple of Filipino college clubs during my own college years, even when I was doing my post-grad stuff. And a big part of it is these, like, cultural dances. So, like, a lot of these college clubs would have, like, a once-a-year type event where they just do a whole bunch of dances. And they're kind of dances from different parts of the Philippines, just because like the Philippines has over 7,100 islands, some of which disappear depending on the tide. So the cultures in each of those islands is very diverse, very different. In the South, for example, there's and it's not limited to island. It's there could be multiple cultures on one island, but like in the South, there's communities that are Muslim. And then the rest of it is like Christian, and then there might even be some cultures that like kind of still hold on to their like pre-colonial, like, or like before the Spaniards came and freaking did their thing. So yeah, hey Owen, I think I saw you earlier, but I didn't say hi. Hello, Owen. Hello, hello. That's a lot of islands. Yeah. Blows my mind how many islands there are. Yeah. I think what blows my mind is the fact that some of them disappear depending on the tide. If it's low tide, there's more islands, and if it's high tide, there's less, right? But yeah, so like there's so many different cultures. So some of them like held on to some of their beliefs from before, but some of them have like kind of a mixture of like Christian plus those beliefs from before the Spaniards came. So it's like it's almost like a spectrum, if you will, of like what it is that they believe in, but also their cultures, their beliefs, their traditions, and their dances. So one of my favorite topics that comes from the Philippines is like Filipino folk dance. Some of the dances come from like long-standing traditions, rituals, even. But some of them were kind of just made up, or like some of them are like a little bit more modern, but they're based off of different cultures in the Philippines, right? I did a whole stream about it like a couple months back. I'll see if I can find the VOD to it, and I'll post it. I'll post it in the Discord. The count so far is 7,641 islands. There you go. See, so I think I had learned seven. Okay, back in college, I was taught 7,000, and then when I was in my 20s, I was taught 7,200, and now I'm hearing that it's 7,600. Which, by the way, like I said, some of them disappear. Some of them disappear. So, and of course, there's like three big regions. There's Luzon, which is like in the north. There's the Visayas, which is in the middle, central, and then there's Mindanao in the south. This isn't going to be on the quiz, by the way. This is just to paint a picture. This is just to paint a picture. The Department of Tourism uses it. There's a website called 7641islands.ph for like tourism info. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. So here's the thing, and I feel like I mentioned this a couple of times. I'm Filipino, but I more so align or like introduce myself, or like align more with being Filipino American, because there's a huge difference between being Filipino and being Filipino American. And it's not that one is better or worse than the other, but it's just different. It's different. Hi Jiro, who the frick added 530 more islands? Hello. She's lying. It's gonna be on the pop quiz. No, there's no pop quiz. I just want to yap about my interests. Remember your islands, all 7,641 of them. There actually is another game that like talks a little bit more about like Filipino culture. Perhaps the sea got lower and the islands emerge. Exactly, you know. And also, I also believe it's kind of like Hawaii in a way that like Hawaii, the archipelago, is slowly getting bigger because of volcanic activity, you know? So like there are, I think like every day there's more, well, not every day, but like every so often there's more Hawaiian islands to the chain. It's just that they're so small for the moment, right? But eventually they're going to become big as well. So I don't know if it's quite the same with the Philippines. There actually might actively be more islands forming down underneath the waves. Then a volcano poops out another island. Yeah, when no one's looking. I think of that Pixar, that one Pixar short with the two volcanoes. It was so cute. Maybe that's where all the random Animal Crossing islands are. Wait, you're onto something. You're onto something, Bite Height. When I was taught about it, there was only 7,100. See, me too, Jiro. I was also when I was younger, I was also taught that it was 7,100. So now I'm hearing that there's more. They're sprouting out. They're being formed. 7,107 gang. Let's go. So going back to like my outfit and like and my passion for Filipino folk dance. So like in a lot of the organizations that I joined, we had this one event where we do like different dances from all over the archipelago. And there's different categories which I went over in that one stream, but this one is actually, is it Maria Clara or is it? No, this is rural. So there's a category called rural or barrio, and it's kind of like these dances that were kind of created to show, they were inspired by the daily life of Filipinos, especially those that were like more so in like Luzon and Visayas. So there's dances based off of fishing. That one's called oh my gosh, why am I forgetting so much of my information? If you don't use it, you lose it. Pasigin. Pasigin is about like fishing. It's a really cute dance where like the I guess traditionally the guys are the fishermen and they have like nets. And when you perform it in a college campus though, it's not really nets. It's hula hoops with netting on them. And then the girls, the women are the fishies. So, you know, you have a cute little outfit. You don't have a mermaid outfit. It's really just like a traditional outfit like what I'm wearing right now. So the guys try to catch the guys try to catch the gals, you know, the little fishies. But the netting has holes in them, so the fishies are able to escape, aka like the maybe I should show you guys a video. but basically like the guys try to slam their hula hoops into the girls. But there's obviously a huge hole in the hula hoop, so the girls are able to swim away. Swim. Are they discovering new islands or something? No, I think it's more so not discovering. I think it's more so that more either being formed or just like what constitutes an island, you know? Like how big does an island need to be constituted an island, you know? So that kind of stuff. Now the dance that that this outfit is based off, like I said, is pandango sa ilaw. Ilaw means light. And then pandango is like a Filipinization. It's like a Filipino version of the word fandango from Spanish, from the Spain Spanish, like the Castilians. No, but it's a you know, it's fandango is like a type of dance, right? And then like when you transfer that word over to Filipino, the F's become P's and it becomes pandango sa ilaw. So the fandango of the lights basically is what this translates to. So I've danced this before. In my Filipino clubs. It's actually one of my favorite dances. These shows would also, like I said, they would kind of like imitate dances from other cultures too in the Philippines. Like there's people that live in the mountains, the Cordillera Mountains, and they have their own traditions and stuff as well. Pandango Bear, yeah. Thanks, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Maui doing people solid by giving us more islands. Yeah. I love that Pixar short with the two volcanoes. I think one of them is based off of the guy that made Somewhere Over the Rainbow, right? I have a dream I hope will come true. Forgot the lyrics. But yeah, that one. But yeah, so I'm wearing this outfit because for one, I've danced the dance before. But also because we're going to be playing a game. We're going to be playing a game called Lutong Bahay. We're going to do it after the ad break, though, whenever that happens. But I also just love yapping about, like, Filipino culture just because, like, I didn't grow up with it that much. Like, there are certain things that, like, you kind of just grow up knowing, like, the food, right? My parents are both Filipino. So, of course, I had Filipino food growing up. Oh, the ad break is going to start soon. So, yeah, so I grew up with the food at least, and my parents would tell me about like stories from when they were growing up. But otherwise, I didn't know that much until college recently, or not recently, but college essentially. That's where I started to learn more about stuff like history, like Filipino history, Filipino American history. By the way, oh man, that's a whole nother beast. It's a whole nother beast to learn about and to talk about. And then yeah, like the folk dances, the music, all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely one of like the core parts of my life is just learning more about that culture. So yeah. That's what this outfit's all about. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. In terms of the candles, you do have to actually balance them. You can't cheat the system by like taping it to your head, because eventually you do have to give the cups over to your partner. Because I had you have a partner in the dance, and you have to like take your cup off and give it to them, and they do tricks with it. So maybe I'll show you guys a video, either before we start or after. But yeah, I also bring that up because like when we switch over to the game, oh my freaking god, the song is driving me insane. Not the Vinny song that we're listening to, but the the song in the game. It's the Tinikling song. It's driving me nuts. Even though I do like it. But you know, if you've done one of these showcases enough, you've heard it. You've heard it multiple times. It's stuck in my head. And where's that ad? Where's that ad? There we go. There's the ad. Okay. Once we get back, we'll start the game. The game. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Alright, I think we're back. In that case, let's go back over to the main screen, ready, and woo! So you can see the game, right? But you can't hear it yet, right? So let me go ahead and turn on the game audio. You guys let me know if you can hear it, if the volume is okay. And you guys can definitely see it, right? Like it says Lutong Bahay on the screen. Just because I was like fiddling around with the settings before the stream started, and it was getting kind of funky because it's an itch.io's game, but it looks like it's working properly. Yeah, let me know how it is. And then you can hear the song that I'm talking about. It's a nice song. It's actually based off the Tinikling song. And if you guys don't know what Tinikling is, game audio is a bit quiet. Okay, let's put it up a little bit. I raised it up a couple decibels. How's that? Bam, 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 bam. Tayo magsayaw, irog ko ng tinikling. Tulad ng sayaw ng lolo't lola natin. There are lyrics to this. There are lyrics to this song. So, if you guys don't know what tinikling is, it's another cultural dance. It's another, you know what, let's move the desk for this one as well. You can see the full outfit. Yeah, is it still kind of quiet, or is it... oh, no, I'm floating. There you go. Tinikling is another one of those folk dances, but the shtick with it is that there are these two bamboo sticks, very thick bamboo sticks that are on the floor, and there's two people that like are holding these sticks and they're clapping them together to a beat, to this beat essentially. And there's two other dancers that have to like dance in between those sticks and make sure that they don't get clapped, quite literally, like their legs don't get clapped in between the bamboo. So this is the song that plays for that dance. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know how the volume is, and then we'll get started. Cause I definitely want you guys to hear the music, but then yeah, I want you guys to hear my voice too. Time to stub some toes. Yeah, we could look at some more like dancing videos since I love yapping about it. We could look at more dancing videos after this. This game isn't that long. It's only about 30 minutes. And I played it before, but it was like a long time ago, so I've actually forgotten a lot. But if the volume and everything is good with you guys, then we can get started. I'll give you guys like 5 more seconds to respond. I think I've seen videos of that dance on TikTok. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's fun. I've done it before. I haven't performed it on stage, but I've done it for the sole purpose of teaching other people. Especially little kids. I've taught little kids dances before, which is always fun because there's stuff that you think is really simple. Like, you know, oh, I've taught college students before. This should be easy for little kids. And it's like, nope, that's you're gonna have to figure out how to explain it to like a young one. Alright, in that case, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh, and these graphics are also super cute. Okay, so we have our character Maricela. She's saying Lola! Lola is Tagalog for grandma, by the way. So this is presumably her grandma. Yes, Riri? Lola, are you okay? Yes, dearie, I'm fine. It's just a minor cough. If you say so, Lola. Wait, did she just call me Riri? That's another... Well, I'm sure other cultures do this too, but like our nicknames are usually like one syllable repeated, but like... but usually it's not always the syllable that you expect. Like, I have a cousin who's... It's a common name. I don't think I'm going to be doxing anyone by saying this, but like, I have a cousin named Alexa, and her nickname at home is Lek Lek, you know? So, yeah, Riri sounds about right. What's wrong, Riri? Lola, please stop calling me Riri. I'm not a kid anymore. My, you are still as energetic as you were before. You're still my little Riri. Oh, how time flies. Why don't we continue our chat inside? It's getting chilly outside. Yes, Lola. I just realized this song. This is another folk song. This is Bahay Kubo. It's a song about just... It's literally just naming off vegetables. It's like, you know, oh, this little house has like... what is it? Like, it has garlic, and it has peanuts, and it has... Munti ang halaman doon ay sari-sari. Okay, so what are your plans after college, Riri? I want to cook for you, Lola, at our eatery. Is that so? Then let's have a test for tonight's dinner then. Using the leftover ingredients, cook fried rice for dinner, Riri. Fried rice? Sounds easy enough for me. Just wait and enjoy my own version of fried rice, Lola. Alright, we're gonna make some fried rice. Oh, see, there we go. So, let's go ahead and adjust the heat. Nice, we get some sparkles. Okay, so we got the heat. So there is, like, I wonder if she's gonna make garlic fried rice, because that's my favorite. Add 5 teaspoons of cooking oil. Alright, 1. Add some more. 2. Oh, you guys want to learn how to count in Tagalog? So, 1 and 2 is isa, dalawa, tatlo. Uh-oh. Dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima. There we go. Hi, Kuriketa. Welcome, welcome. We're playing a short little game about cooking Filipino food. Add 5 teaspoons of cooking oil. Okay, so we did that. Wait for the pan to get hot before adding the ingredients. The pan is hot now. Once the steam appears, add in the butter. There you go. It's melting. I like the graphics. I like the pixel art in this. It's very cute. It's very charming. Oh, next. I was like, what's taking so long? Add in the rice, aligwe, crab fat, garlic, and spring onion. So we have the rice. Usually you use like day-old rice, but I've seen people use fresh rice, but it's more so like this is good to make when you have leftovers. So here's some crab fat. Aligwe. I've never actually heard this term before. Crab fat. Aligwe. It's spelled like Spanish. That's why I'm like gui. And the garlic and the spring onion. Crab fat is yummers. Ooh. Let's cook the rest of the ingredients. Stir fry the ingredients until they are cooked. Okay, let's mix. We have a little bar that's telling us how good we're doing. The little like butter, the little butter is like it's in the mix. Stir fry it. There we go, perfect. Perfect. They usually sell bottled ones. Ah, I don't know if I've ever had that before. Oh, you could play this like as a game? Okay, let's get the A button. Add 1 pinch of salt. There you go. And this amount is good. I'm gonna ask my dad about the aligwe. Crab fat. Okay, continue. Okay, you're born to be a chef. Are they gonna show us the finished product? Yeah, they didn't show us I want to see the finished product. Lola, here you go, my own version of fried rice. You're quite there, but there's something missing in your dish. I'm pretty sure I've used the ingredients well and based it on our own recipe. Why is this capitalized? What did I do wrong, Lola? It's not that your food tastes bad, Riri. What I meant was your connection to the dish. You followed the recipe, which is not a bad thing, but I need to feel your uniqueness. Here, I'll show you. Oh, look at all the ingredients. Wow, it tastes so good. So how do I do that? You need to learn about the food, Riri. Connect with the food, the people, and the culture. Go out and explore different cuisines. You mean traveling? You are right, because there will be a time that I'll have to close my shop since I'm getting old. And I hope that when my time comes, you are ready to take over me as the new chef of the eatery. Traveling sounds fun. Cooking with other people, learning new things, exploring the Philippines, I'm all in for that. But are you sure you'll be alright, Lola? I'm fine, Riri. I just need a day's rest and I'll be up and okay like nothing happened. Don't worry about me, dear. I'll be able to manage on my own. I'll rest so you can show me your learnings when you come back. Your learnings. I love that. I will, Lola. See you later. I don't remember if that's... Okay, so there's more. I was like, is that where the demo ends? Because I remember it was like pretty short. By the way, there is an area in... I think you guys might have seen it, but it said like Negros Occidental. It's a region name. It's a region. That's what it's called. Okay. I remember on Twitter like a while back, someone had tweeted about like, oh, we're here, Negros, like, you know, short for the location. And, you know, people that didn't know that it's a location, they're like, what did they say? It's a location. So that's one of many misunderstandings when it comes to like certain things in Filipino like geography and culture. The other one is that there is in Filipino history, there is a group with a Lola death flag. No, I can sense Lola's life energy depleting. No, I've seen this in my performances. Those dance shows that I was talking about, by the way, Bibing Cubs. Usually, there's also a play portion. There's like a scripted play, and usually it's there's so many things that like people have made like bingo cards essentially. Oh no. Vite Heights. No, exactly. That really just goes to show what I'm talking about, right? Like people who don't know about the country of Niger. Yeah. Case in point. Exactly. It's a country. It's a country. But people are like, what did you just say? And it's like, no, it's a place. It's a place. So the scripted portion of these like dance shows, it's usually about like a Filipino American having to deal with being Filipino American. They're not Filipino enough to be considered Filipino, but they're not. Wait. They're too Filipino to be American. They're too American to be Filipino. So that's the usual thing. But there's so many things in these scripts, as we call the sections, that like you can make a bingo card. Like there has to be a misunderstanding between the parents and or grandparents, and then like the main characters, right? What else? There has to be a slap. There has to be drama. There has to be like stuff like that. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So in Filipino history, we have a lot of like instances of like colonization basically, and there was a group of freedom fighters that like fought against the Spaniards, against the Spanish, called. Wait, I'm gonna actually like get the full name before. There's a group called the Katipunan, which is short for Kataas-taasan, Kagalang-galang na Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, which translates to the Supreme and Venerable Association of the Children of the Nation. However, oh River, hello. Hello, thank you for the raid. You're just in time. We're playing Lutong Bahay, which is based off your recommendation, by the way. Hello. I know you played this before too, right? I was just talking a little bit about Filipino history where we're talking about the Katipunan, the freedom fighters. Oh, thanks for shouting them out. and how the shortening of their name and their flag is KKK. So you just see a huge red flag that says KKK, and that's the flag of the freedom fighters. But of course, people are gonna misunderstand. They're gonna be like, why do you have a flag that says KKK on it? And it's like, no, you misunderstand. It's the freedom fighters. They're part of our history. But yeah, so let's see. Oh yeah, do remember to redeem your sniffer stickers. River, thank you for raiding. If you got a raid and run, I totally understand. No worries. But if you want to stick around, that's cool too. Yeah, and if you do stick around, tell me you were playing Goblin Cleanup. Let me know how that went. Let me know. I saw you were playing and got excited. Oh no. Yeah, you know about it. God forbid any country have history. I know, right? I know. It's a misunderstanding. It's, yeah. The freedom of white supremacy. No! Urple Babinka Boy. Yeah, it's rare, but sometimes it happens. You're talking about the stream avatar, right? Like Lucky Fool has the purple one. It's RNG at this point. Urple. Yeah, and hello, Lucky Fool. Thanks for redeeming your sniffer sticker. Goblin Cleanup. A rare sighting. It's true. Yeah, I played it solo, but I'll definitely tackle Cleanup with a group next time. Oh, cool. So, what's that about, Goblin Cleanup? I'm kind of curious. Suppose it's like the whole, like, is that a swastika for a lot of... Yes, exactly, Sufuri. Exactly. Like, the swastika, like, a lot of, like, Buddhist countries, they use the swastika for like, a symbol of, like, they say peace, but I also associate it with, like, their temples and stuff, their Buddhist temples. You even see it on, like, Google Maps, right? But then, yeah, Westerners will mistake it for, like, why is there a swastika here, right? You also see it in manga, like, Ichigo from Bleach, his sword has, like, has the swastika on it. It's exactly like that. It's a part of, like, art history, and the whole thing with, like, the area of Negros Occidental, that's just the location name, right? But people will misunderstand. It's just a thing that happens. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue on. We took a huge tangent. So, this looks like the right place, I think. Maayong aga, welcome to Romy's Eatery. Why don't you come in? Is that... What language is that? Because that's, that sounds like it's, Bisaya, but... No, wait, Maayong buntag is Bisaya, so... I wonder what language this is. By the way, that's another thing. The Philippines doesn't just have one language. There's, like, I guess a national language, but there's, like, so many different languages in the Philippines. There's Tagalog, which is, like, the one you might... Like, if you don't know much about the Philippines, you might be familiar with, like, Tagalog because, like, people also say that it's Filipino, but it is distinct. Tagalog and Filipino are not interchangeable. It's just that it has a lot of... Filipino has a lot of Tagalog words. But then there's other languages like Bisaya. And then Sushi is saying in the chat that Ilonggo, which is another language. So, since we are in Negros, I guess that's the language that is local to the place, I want to say. So, Goblin Cleanup Company that cleans up dungeons after adventurers try to enter and don't survive. Wait, that's pretty cool. I might want to check that out. I love when people say Tagalog like Tagalong. Oh no! The pain. Tagalongs. Especially because there's a Girl Scout cookie called Tagalongs, and my partner likes to make... Beans likes to joke about that sometimes. And like, we're getting we're getting the Tagalogs. Yeah, my mom's side speaks Kapampangan. Nice! I have a friend who's also Kapampangan. My mom speaks Bisaya. And I don't speak it, but I've been taking classes in Tagalog, and I took one class in Bisaya, but I've forgotten a lot. So, yeah. I'm Maricela. I'm looking for a Manong Romy. My Lola sent me here. That's me, and you must be Maricela. Your Lola told me you were coming, but I knew your face looked familiar. But still, you look so much like your Lola in her younger days. How nostalgic. Anyway, we can talk about your Lola's adventures in Negros later on. Would you happen to need me for anything, Iha? Ooh, do they speak more like... That's like, that's Spanish, isn't it, Iha? That's interesting. Yes, I'd like to ask about a well-known dishes in the province. Well, you can't leave Negros without trying my famous lumpiang ubod recipe. It's delicious and healthy too. Oh, that's a common term? But here we spell it like iha. Like iho? Iho? Because I've grown up in like a predominantly Hispanic community, so I definitely know what it means, but I didn't know that it's like commonly used in the Philippines too. Like, oh, pobrecito, mi hijo. Cool, good to know. Thanks, Sushi. The ubod used to cook lumpia. The ubod used to cook lumpia with is rich in fiber and protein, so it makes for quite the nutritious meal, even though it was originally an appetizer. I see. If it's okay with you, can you show me how to cook it? Only if it's not too much trouble. This is like how I talk IRL. This is literally how I freaking talk. Only if it's not too much trouble. There's oldies who still use the term. Ah, cool. Oh, who got their sniffer sticker? Oh, River. Yeah. You got the Mocha Mamon sticker. I love Mamon. Why, of course, this old man ain't getting any younger, so I'd love nothing more than to pass on these recipes to younger folk like you. I've had this restaurant since the 1970s, you know? It makes me happy to know that people these days still love eating good old Filipino food. Mamon! I love your emotes. But enough about me blabbering on. Let's head inside and start cooking, shall we? Yes, sir! Ooh, let's go. Let's start. Dun, dun. Chop the carrot. Okay. Easy. Ah, okay. So I gotta do that. Like this. Oh, more? Wait, what? I'm just following the arrows. Wait, I'm confused. I guess it's making cuts, right? Ah, okay. I got a little confused with like what's happening. Okay, cool. We chop the carrots. Ooh, chop the pork belly. Okay, follow the arrows. There we go. Then horizontal. There we go. Look at that delicious pork belly. That pork belly looks good. Yeah. What we cooking? We're cooking lumpiang ubod, which I've never heard of before, but I think I saw like in the preview. It looks like the fresh lumpia, like the not fried lumpia. I've had that before because I went to a Filipino festival with Beans, and he's vegan, right? So I remember asking if there was any vegan food, and they said the fresh lumpia. They called it fresh lumpia, but it's basically like. It was unfried, so yeah, it's fresh lumpia. Oh, okay, cool. Is that the term? Because they literally just called it like fresh lumpia. Oh, look at the graphics here in the background. You have so calamansi. Everyone is if you're not familiar, it's a small citrus. I want to say it tastes kind of like in between lemon and lime, but it's kind of like has its own unique flavor too. Got some garlic here. Is this rice? And then tomato. Tomat. The actual name is lumpiang ubod. Ah, it's sort of like jicama. Ah, okay. The thing is, I actually don't like jicama that much, but I've had it before in other cuisine. Like jicama. Have I had it before then? I don't know. I just remember having a lot of the fresh lumpia. Oh, slice the ubod, heart of palm. Ah, okay. So this is like the fruit that comes from the palm tree, I think, right? Same texture, they use it as an extender for lumpiang ubod, actually. Oh, I see. I think maybe I have had this before. Chop the ubod. Next. Shrimp! I love shrimp. This is my favorite. Peel the shrimp in this way. Oh wow, whoever did the pixel art, they really like went all out. Slice the shrimp. Slice. There we go. Continue. You're born to be a chef. Wow. Good job, everyone. Okay, now let's... So I guess that's preparing the ingredients. Now we're actually gonna cook the thing. Cook the darn thing. So adjust the heat to medium. Next. Add 2 teaspoons of cooking oil. So let's count again. Isa. Dalawa. Add some more. This amount is good. Once the steam appears, add in the onions and garlic. Okay, we gotta wait. There you go. So let's add our onion and garlic. Add it in. I definitely got really hungry playing this game. Oh no, I think I will too. Stir fry the onions until they are translucent. There we go. We gotta mix. Starting to cook. Oh, it's going fast. Okay. There you go. Add in the pork, shrimp, and ubod, and carrots. Okay, the shrimp, the ubod, and the carrots. Let's cook the rest of the ingredients. Okay, mix. Stir fry it. Stir fry it. Moving Cubs, are you guys taking notes? Are you guys gonna be making this in your household anytime soon? I feel like there's probably like a good vegan version of this, right? Because I like I said, I've had it before, but like veganized. Add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Oh, I love fish sauce. I'm assuming this is the same as patis, which like I grew up with fish sauce, so I didn't realize that it's so rare in certain other regions. It's basically exactly as it says on the tin. It's fish sauce. But there's this video that I saw of someone making, I think it's garum, which is like an ancient Roman fish sauce. Add 3 tablespoons of water. Isa. Dalawa. Tatlo. It's so good, but the smell is so potent. Oh man. Garum, yeah. The smell is kind of potent, but I love it. That's the thing. I love the smell of like fish sauce. I love the smell of vinegar. Adjust the heat to low. There you go. Continue. Oh, cool. 3 stars. See, it's a pretty straightforward game, right? Oh, is it time to wrap it? I don't mind it at all, but then again, I do cook a lot. Yummy. Yummy. I love the smell of fish, but I also know that there are people that are like, ew, stinky, you know, but I love the, like, when a household has that smell, I love it. It reminds me of home. Okay, so let's put this, I'm assuming, here in the wrapper, and then you put the filling. Put 3 spoons of the filling. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This amount is good. I like the little chibi of the manong. Oh, I'm not playing this on phone, so I gotta... Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who is susceptible to strong smell. Understandable, you know? Your mileage may vary. There we go. And then A. And then D. The WASD keys. There we go. Yeah, I think that's it, right? That's the lumpia. Oh wait, what's this part? What's this next part? Is this sauce? Pour enough water. So A. Oh, for that's enough, right? Is that? I'm assuming that's enough. Next. Did I pour too much? You guys see the little translucent part? 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Isa. Dalawa. Tatlo. This amount is good. Add 1 cup of sugar. Whoa. Particle effects. Okay, let's add a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. Adjust the heat to medium. There we go. Now wait for it to boil before adding the ingredients. Once steam appears, add the garlic and peanuts. Nice, nice. That's like... Well, the steam... Okay, there we go. Now it's boiling. It's just like me IRL. I'm so impatient with cooking. I'm like, when's it boiling? Okay. Adjust the heat to low. Oh, we're making the sauce. The saucy sauce. My dad, like, one of his favorite things to make is like sauce. Sauces for things. Cover the pot. Leave it to boil for a while. Finger. Daliri. Add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch mixture. So, isa. Dalawa. Tatlo. There we go. This amount is good. Stir the mixture. With my finger? No. With this. Wait. Is this... Like, it's not actually, like, in there. Like, you see it, right? Like, oh, there we go. So we just have to keep on doing this. There we go. Alright. I think we did it. We did it. Okay, let's serve it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow. The zoom-ins. Look, we did it. Why did the music get so much louder? The music got so loud. I'm gonna lower it just in case. But it got so loud in my ear. It's like, you really have to hear this music now. But yeah, there we go. We did it. We did lumpiang ubod with the heart of palm hearts. There we go. Philippines intensifies. Okay, I'll put the audio back up. But it was like loud as hell. I'm certainly impressed by how easily you picked up the recipe. I suppose it runs in the family though. Your Lola was a wonderful cook. I do miss her signature aligay fried rice. I'll be sure to tell her that when I come home. She'd definitely be glad to hear it. Well, Maricela, I think you're all set. If this lumpiang ubod doesn't make people flock to your Lola's eatery, I don't know what will. Thank you for taking the time to teach me, Mang Romy. I really appreciate it. This is when I'd spam the Philippines mention emote. Maybe one day I'll make that emote. Don't mention it. I owe your Lola a favor anyway, so tell her that we can call it even. Will you be heading off soon? Yes, there's still so much I need to learn. Well, I hope you take care. Or as we say here in Negros, halong. Is it halong? Halong? Halong. The, like, where you stress the syllable does matter in some Filipino languages, especially, well, when I was learning Tagalog, or what little I do know of Tagalog, there's a phrase, magandang hapon. Magandang hapon, which means, like, good afternoon, right? I want to say it's see, I've forgotten so much. Hapon, magandang means, like, beautiful, but it could also be, like, good afternoon, right? And hapon is afternoon. If you say hapon, though, you're saying Japan. Good Japan! Beautiful Japan! So, stress does matter, so I wish I knew the stress of that word. Oh, we're in Pampanga. Cool. To the culinary capital. Nice. So, Matthew, you said that you have a relative that speaks or your family speaks Kapampangan. So here you go. We're in the homeland. If I recall correctly, this is how you say good morning. Mayap ayabak po. Oh, there's also a thing called hopyang hapon, which does not include Japanese meat. Hopyang hapon. I've had hopya before. There's a place, I wish I could tell you guys the name of it, because it's actually a really punny name, but there's a hopya place near me with like a really punny name. So, I guess this is a sample of Kapampangan language, which seems very, like, unfamiliar to my eyes, but, like I said, I do have a friend who, like, she led a workshop one time of how to speak Kapampangan. Mayap ayabakpu. Mayap ayabakpu. I'm Maricela, an aspiring cook. Are you Aling Lucita? Is Aling like their version of like Manang, like auntie or tita? Or like just respectful way to refer to like an older person? I wonder. Yes, I am, but people around here call me Lusing. Not me. I was told that a lot of people sing praises about your sisig recipe. Oh, I love sisig. Oh my god. Like, I love sisig. I love sisig so much. I don't eat meat anymore, but I went to a restaurant that has tilapia sisig, I want to say. Oh my god, it's so good. It's basically like super fried. Not fried. What's the actual like term for it? It's not broiled either. What would you call like the actual technique? I'm like looking it up right now. Oh, I think this is based off the actual person that created like sisig. Aling is like auntie. Ah, okay. Tilapia sisig sounds delicious. It was so good, man. So this person is based off the actual person that I guess is known for creating sisig. Her name is Lucia Kunanan. Oh, I have a friend whose last name is Kunanan. Aling Lusing has been credited with reinventing sisig by grilling pig's ears and using the cheeks as well. She's called the sisig queen. So if you guys don't know what sisig is, we're gonna find out. It's really good. My grandma used to cook a sisig as salad, but as years went by, we started adding more and more ingredients to the dish. Eventually, with all the changes I made to the recipe, I realized that I ended up creating an entirely new version of the dish. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I'm glad to share my knowledge, but you look really familiar. Are you perhaps... never mind. You might have mistaken me for someone else. It's my first time here in Pampanga, but I'm loving the atmosphere, the heat, and the friendly people. You love the heat? Sister, have you seen how hot it is lately? Everywhere? I'm glad to hear it. Is there anything else I can help you with? The heat. This may be too much to ask, but could you help me learn how to cook sisig the proper way? She reminds me of my old friend who I used to cook with from back in the day. I suppose I'll give her a shot. Alright, but I'm quite strict about the recipe, so make sure you listen properly. Yes, I will. Thank you for the opportunity. Alright, we got 5 steps now. We got 5 steps to make this sisig. So pour enough water for boiling. The chibis are so cute of the little characters. I sure hope that's enough. There we go. Let me adjust the amount of water. Adjust the heat to high. Add the pig ear and the pig face. So yeah, it's made up of like kind of the leftovers from like the pig. So that's the ears and this is the cheek. Now wait for it to boil. Wait for the scum to form. Like the stuff, I think this part. Not there yet. There you go, it's boiling. Remove the scum using the ladle. Wait, I'm trying, wait. Just a little more. Get the scum off. There you go, it's all scooped out. Yeah, at least from what I've heard, the origin of this dish is that it was kind of made with like, it was kind of made out of like the leftovers. Because it's one of those like, it's a shame if you like waste any part of like the animal, right? So it's like, might as well make a dish with like what's left over. Which I think is very smart. There we go. Cover the pot. Boil the meat until tender. I like the little finger. Alright, so you're born to be a chef. So adjust the heat to medium. I guess now we're like cooking it more. So add 5 teaspoons of cooking oil. Add some more. The little chibi. Tatlo. Apat. 5. This fan is good. Once the steam appears, add in the pig ears. There we go. The pan's hot now. Hello, Tazire. Hello, hello. We're playing a game about Filipino cooking. Thanks for joining. Thanks for getting your sticker. Wait for the bottom to turn before turning. I missed it. I missed it. She's gonna flip when the bottom has browned. It's starting to cook. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I feel like she's gonna say, there we go. Perfect. Now flip it quickly. There you go. Ooh, nice and crispy. Cover the lid and let it cook. Nice and crispy. It's starting to cook. Turn off the heat once the pork is cooked. There you go. Now turn off the heat. Nice. Take the pan off the stove and set aside the pig ears. Oh, I have to sneeze. Whew, okay. Place the pan back on the stove. Adjust the heat to medium. So I think now we're gonna do it again, but with the cheek. I don't know if my dad's ever made sisig before. I feel like I've always had it like either at a restaurant or made by someone else. Alright, so wait for the bottom to turn a nice brown before flipping it. It's starting to cook. There we go. Now flip it. Flip it and reverse it. There we go. We cover it. And then we turn off the heat once the pork is cooked. This definitely feels more involved compared to like what we've been making so far. Because like, you know, fried rice is easy. I'm not a great cook. But even I can make fried rice, you know. And then the lumpiang ubod is more like you cook the ingredients and you put it all together. Here, like, this feels very involved. Like, so I think the creators of the game did a good job of like showing that, like, I don't know, it is getting harder, right? But more rewards in store. Cause sisig is so good, y'all. If you guys ever have the opportunity to taste sisig, go for it. Alright, so now we're chopping. Chop the pig ear. And if you're like me and you don't eat meat, there's alternatives. Like I said, there's a tilapia sisig if you eat fish. I think I've seen tofu sisig before for any vegan bibingkubs out there, but I'm not as familiar with it. But what I've noticed too with like veganizing Filipino food is that like as long as you have the seasoning and the cooking technique down, it's still really good. Like my dad makes veganized versions of Filipino food, and it's so good. Bangus, you know what? That's what I had. It wasn't tilapia. It was bangus. It was bangus. There we go. Tofu sisig is good too. Oh, cool, cool. Maybe I'll see if I can get something like that for beans, or get someone to make some for beans. Peppers, the chili. Chop the onion. Dude, my dad going vegan is like, so he's been like a cook his entire life. But it was kind of nice to see him get like super duper excited again about cooking once he went vegan. Cause I don't know, for him it was almost like unlocking a new challenge. It was almost like, you know, Pokemon players who find out about doing Nuzlocke. You know? Hey Zako, hello, welcome. You're typing in Japanese, I see. So hello, thank you for the raid. We are playing a game called Lutong Bahai. We're learning a couple of Filipino recipes right now. So we're actually making sisig. I was talking about my dad. My dad is Filipino, but he also went vegan a couple of years back. So he's been making like vegan Filipino food, and it's been so good. But it's also been super just satisfying to see him kind of like enjoy cooking again. Not that he ever didn't enjoy it, but you know what I mean? That like it's like a new challenge. It was like a new, like he started like researching, you know, what other people have tried before. There's a whole site of like Filipino like vegan recipes. He loved it. He's been like he's been on the Facebook. The Facebooks. He's been like looking through Facebook and like looking at just you know, like what other people have been trying. So it's been cool to see him just get passionate about it, you know? If I had more time to dedicate, maybe I would ask him to like, oh, you should like make a little pop-up restaurant or something. Not the Facebook. You want the games and demos category? We'll keep it to just chatting because this is a short game. I'm pretty sure after this Sisig one, we're gonna go back to chatting anyway. I rated because I saw the traditional garb and the 3 candles. Been high long since I've seen that. Yeah, the Pandango sa Ilaw outfit. I love it. New game plus for the cooking. You know what? That's such a good way to say it. Yeah, it's almost like new game plus for my dad. I missed it. What was I supposed to do? Oh, okay. There we go. We just gotta we gotta mince it. There you go. It's nice and minced. I rescind my comment. No worries, no worries. But yeah, new game plus for my dad, basically. Wait, that was it? That was that whole section? Okay. We were customizing our burglary dog from... I can't read all of that kanji. Actually, it looks like the first character looks like 2 red characters, right? The mince is dancing. There's a Sisig place in PH where they make a show out of that stuff. Oh yeah, really? Oh, I would want to see that, especially when I go in November. I'll be we talked about it before, but I'll be heading over there in November. I just don't know if well, you said in the PH, so that's not necessarily in the capital where I'll be going, but I would imagine that it's probably in Pampanga, right? It just got in stock yesterday and I was so happy. Wogue. Alright, let's do the last step. Let's do the last step. Adjust the heat to medium. I guess we're doing the rest of the ingredients, right? So 3 tablespoons, or teaspoons rather. Wait, how come it didn't? There we go. Isa. Dalawa. Tatlo. This man is good. Now we wait for the pan to get hot before adding the ingredients. We're gonna add some onions. There we go. Next. Stir fry until they're translucent. You got it. These physics are so funny. There you go. Perfect. I like that they have the bar that goes like, you can burn it if you do it too much, right? Add in the pork meat, green chili, and red chili. There you go. Green chili, red chili, and then cook the rest of the ingredients. You see how it goes like, you know, red to orange to yellow to green and then to red? It's like you could burn it if you're not careful. You know, just like real life. I think one vegan Filipino recipe that's pretty easy to do is adobo. Like tofu adobo. If you like know how to make the tofu have that chicken-like texture, it slaps. Like, it's really good. I made it before with beans. Same with tocino. Cause the tofu like absorbs the flavor really well. Okay, next. 1 pinch of salt. There we go. Next. 2 pinches of pepper. Isa. Dalawa. And there we go. Oh my god, Zako! Same. When I hear 1, 2, 3 in Tagalog, I have the Pavlovian response of being in trouble. Yeah. Just your parents being like, Isa. Dalawa. Like, you better hope I don't get the tatlo or else you're gonna get the palo. Yeah, exactly, Zako! Palo is like getting spanked, essentially. Which I don't know if parents do that nowadays, but you know, I feel like definitely the old-fashioned parents definitely still do. I don't think my parents ever really like. You know what? You know what? I think when I was a kid, I was already scared by the threat of palo, the threat of getting spanked. That I don't know if they actually ever did it. Like as soon as they were like isa, I was like okay. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. No, don't do it. So I don't think I ever actually got palo, but my siblings though, I think they definitely did. And like, I know it's not kosher to talk about like what essentially is like a little bit of abuse, like, but it's so normalized that like a lot of families wouldn't think of it as abuse. But my dad definitely was like, okay, you know, if I get to 3, you're gonna get the palo. And the thing is, back in the day, the thing is, I had friends. Whenever I went to my Lola's house, my grandma's house, she was in an apartment complex with other Filipino families, and like I would play with them as kids, and they definitely got the palo. And like, and the thing is, like, I remember. Okay, this is I guess content warning, like for essentially like spanking, abuse, that kind of stuff. I remember like they would share stories about what they got hit with, and I was like, dang, I never got it that bad, because they were talking about like back scratchers, belts, like tools, like, and I was like, dang, what the heck? Meanwhile, like I said, for me, it's like just the mere threat was like enough for me, like to be like, okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't help that you're doing a cooking game, which is what it was usually about the third of the time. My grandma would start at Isa, and I would already get in. Me too, River. Me too. I kneeled on rice and did laps around the room. My dad talked about that. He would kneel, like the teachers would make him kneel on the rice. It's interesting watching my sister parent my nephew. She's like actually talks to him compared to threats of exactly. That's what I mean. That like, there. I think people have certain like communities have changed the way that they parent, but yeah, like. The most hit I got was from a bamboo back scratcher. Yeah, this is the last thing I'll say about the topic, but yeah, my dad, that was what he used to threaten. It was like the back scratcher. So I'm not even gonna mention. Ever heard of dos por dos? I have not, actually. At first it's fine when you move or get up that you feel the punishment. Oh, it's when you move or get up that you feel the punishment. I still say we should do the rice thing. Jeez. Mostly because it helped me with martial arts. Ah, interesting. Okay, let's see. I think the music is gonna get loud again, but let's see our Finnish sisig dish. Ready? Oh, it's so good! You even have the chilies, you have the calamansi. It's a citrus, and it's so good. Survivor's bias. How did I do, Aling Lucita? You did great, Maricela. You really remind me of someone. I'm afraid I have to ask, do you know... There's no way her name is just Lola. Not her name actually being like Lola, you know? Because that's also just the word for grandma. That's like saying like, do you know grandma? You know my Lola? Wow, what a really small world. I feel like, do you think they were just using that as like a placeholder? Like she probably has an actual like name. Cause that's essentially like being like, hey, do you know grandma? And it's like, my grandma? Yeah, I know her. I know of her. Yum. Yes, she was a dear friend of mine. We used to compete who cooks the better version of the dish. She even helped me formulate my long-lasting recipe of sisig. Everyone knows Lola. Wow, I didn't know Lola did so much back in her youth. Now I'm more inspired to learn and cook new dishes. So, I guess you're ready for your new lesson. Already? Let me rest, please. Lola's a damn socialite. Oh dear. There will really be no resting until I say under my watch. You best prepare yourself. Your Lola did it this way. Oh no. Alright, that got me pumped up. I'll make sure to make my Lola proud. Alright, so that's the end of Act 2. Everyone just called her Lola even when she was young. It's like Grandpa Simpson from The Simpsons, where it's like they called him Grandpa even when he was like a kid. It doesn't matter who they were. All Filipino ladies morph into a hive mind. Oh man, that's the goal. I hope to eventually become part of that hive mind. There's always that one Lola who practically raised everyone. Yep. Okay, so that's the end of the demo / like proof of concept. So this was great. This was really good. I liked it. The music, you know, it's it's very reminiscent of my Filipino club days. You know, the food looked really good. The pixel art was really cute. I loved it. And it's definitely setting itself up for a story. Unfortunately, I haven't heard any news about like any continuation of this game. Because this itself is pretty much just a proof of concept. But I haven't heard if they were going to make like a full version. And the thing is, this game has been around for like a while. Like when I was still teaching at a Filipino school. So 2020 since she left. So it's been about 4 years. So, you know, hopefully one day they'll develop it into like the full game. But this was enjoyable. This was really nice. Riri's Lola is the Manny Pacquiao of cooking and Olj. Yeah, hopefully without the homophobia, you know? Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. Yeah. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've heard any news about this. Alright, that's the game. That's Lutong Bahay. It's really cute. If you want to learn a little bit more about Filipino cooking, this is your game. This is what you should check out. It's free. It's free on itch.io, by the way. Let's see if I can find the link. Lutong Bahay game. If you just look up Lutong Bahay, you get a whole bunch of restaurants, by the way. So, here we go. Here is. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Yes. So that is the. If you also want to try out this game, it's there. There's homophobia, but in that supportive old lady way. You know what's funny is I get exactly what you're talking about, Zako, with older Filipinos with like kind of like the implicit homophobia where it's like they still love you, but it's like, oh, you know, that's a sin in the Bible, you know, it's a sin, but you know, you're still my grandchild. I still love you, but you know, like. But I do know there's definitely some progressive Lolas out there. Isn't there? Have you guys seen an Instagram page called like, is it like everyone's Lola or something, or everyone's, what was it? Our Filipino Lola? Our Filipino Grandma. Yeah, if you look up Our Filipino Grandma, it's basically a dude is like like just post videos of his grandma, but like, you know, being a darling. Our Filipino Grandma, yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm gonna quit this before the music drives me more insane. Nothing against the song or the developers, it's just that I have a little bit of experiences with the Tinikling song. It drives me a little insane. I just get memories of getting my ankles clapped. Our Filipino Grandma, exactly. Okay, let me put on some music. We could also watch some videos. Because I was talking about Filipino dance earlier, and I did do a stream that was all about Filipino dance, but you know, we could still talk about it if you guys want. Let's see. My uncle's always been trans, and my grandma was just like, yeah, that's just the way they are. Womp womp. You know what? Same. I also have like queer members of my family as well. Like my cousin's gay, and like even when we were like not even infants, but like when we were young, like we were young enough to like how do I say this? Like one of my earliest memories with this cousin is that me and another like female cousin and him, we would take a bath together. We would like be in the bathtub together. That's how young we were. I want to say like, you know, 5 years old or something like that. And as early as that, everyone kind of knew. Everyone kind of knew that he was gay, and like it's not even like an attraction thing. I think it was more so that like he was kind of like I don't know. There were just certain things like his way of acting or his way of speaking was like a little bit like effeminate in a way. I don't know if this is coming off as like stereotyping or something, but there was just something that like we just knew. We just knew. It was to the point where like he never really had to come out, to be honest. Like everyone just knew. So like and his mom like is very like Christian, just very like what's the word I'm like very, very much like very Christian. And there was never any like any talk of like her not accepting him. Like there was never any thought of her being like, yeah, I'm not gonna accept you because you're gay. There was always like everyone knew and everyone accepted him for it, you know. But yeah, they would still kind of use words that like that might not be like kosher in like certain, I guess, Western circles, you know. Oh, we're in an ad break, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna set up my screen and then we'll continue on from there. Make sure you guys hydrate. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Alright, I believe we're back. River, you said you got to go grab some knobs, but you'll be on lurk. Thank you for lurking, and thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to our main screen. Whoa! Let's, let me share my browser. We'll chat for a little bit, and then I do have to jet in about, like, a little over 30 minutes, because me and Beans are gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get them gains. Where's my browser? Here we go. So you guys were requesting... Wait, why isn't it showing? Oh, I gotta move this up here. And you just adjust the size a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. And then let me erase the gaming one so you don't see the green behind there. The sticks, yeah, you guys were requesting the... So that song in the very beginning and throughout the game is Tinikling. It's the Tinikling song, and I was explaining the this dance before. So Tinikling is a dance where you have these two bamboo sticks. Let's actually skip right here. There we go. I just as you can see, I just looked up Tinikling and clicked on the first video I could see. And this is 2017 UCLA PC. So PCN is the name for the performance I was talking about. It stands for Filipino Cultural Night, but different organizations will call it like different things. So in the communities I was in, they called it PCN or PACN, which stands for like Filipino American Cultural Night. So there's these dances, but like I said, there's also a script, and the script usually has like a lot of drama, but it's usually very much like the Filipino American experience. So yeah, if you guys want to take a look at this dance, let's take a look at it. I've watched this one before. I really like this this video. And so as you can see, it's already a hard enough dance because you have to like coordinate and make sure your ankles don't get clapped by the sticks. But schools also like to do various tricks. I think this one has the helicopter. They also do things like they put on blindfolds. It's really cool. It's really cool to see like the different schools have like kind of different like gimmicks. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Clap, 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 clap. Self-induced scooter ankle. Essentially, yeah. I could give you insight as to how people train for this, by the way. But I'll leave it till like after the video. Oh, there you go. Little mini helicopter. By the way, in all these shows, the audience is very loud usually. And I've seen people in the comment section complain about it, but that's just kind of how it is. Like, it's like they, for one, the audience wants to support their friends, right? And their family. But it's also like some of these dances are like that. Like they just did the helicopter. Helicopter. It's hype as hell, you know? But I see people in the comment section all the time that are like, this is so disrespectful how loud the audience is. And it's like, no, the dancers are going off of the energy. I forgot what this move is called. I think it's like Stairway or something, but it's really cute. Oh, and they're doing the waltz, and like you gotta do the waltz. There's always like a waltz step. See, you gotta the aim of the game is to not get your ankles slapped. Aw, little poses. My ankles hurt just looking at this. I've done it before, just not on stage. And they practice for so long. Also, hello, Cielo. Hello, hello. They practice for so long. For our rehearsals for these shows, I think schools have stopped doing this, but they used to go up until like midnight. But the Tinikling group would always stay more. They would stay until like 1, 2 in the morning. You've been lurking? Nice, nice, nice. I think they stopped doing that though, because back in my day, we would go until like midnight. But I think they've started to like do it more towards like 10 o'clock p.m. Because these are college students. These are college students. I do remember staying until midnight though and being like mad about it. And like I had an apartment near campus, but I was still very mad about it. Oh, you guys are gonna see something really cool near the end. Even though this is already cool. Almost twisted my ankle doing this. Oh, I've seen it happen, sister. I've seen it happen. Hey, Gojikins! Hello, hello. We're looking at some Filipino traditional dances. This is Tinikling. You gotta not get your ankles clapped. Because for one, it hurts. And for two, you actually can get injured. I've seen someone get injured from this. There we go, they're blindfolded. They're going blindfolded. See? Not only are they dancing, but they have to do crossovers too. This is, oh man, it's insane. And they're faster. They're going faster. Arm movements. Nice, nice. Now they're finishing up. They're finishing up. Oh, by the way, the band is live. The music is live. Forgot to mention that. They're so cute. This group did such a good job. Let's put on some music while I yap about. I'll give you guys some insider info about this. Let's put on some beanie. I feel like I've seen this dance before, but in another country. I think there's something similar in, I want to say either Indonesia or Malaysia. And then Cielo, you said, I feel like I've seen something similar in Mexico. That, I don't know. Like, I don't know too much about Mexican folk dance other than I did a little bit of Mexican folk dance when I was in elementary school because my school was in a predominantly like Hispanic part of Los Osos. So for Cinco de Mayo, actually, like each class actually danced a little bit, like some folklorico, but I don't know too much other than that. But yeah, so a little bit of insider info with with these shows. As I mentioned, back in the day, rehearsals would go up until like midnight. For Cinco de Mayo, yeah, exactly. It was legit for Cinco de Mayo. I have pictures of my little cub self in the dress as well. I remember there was like a certain type of folklorico that I wanted to do when I was younger. But it's the kind with like the really, I don't know how to describe it other than like the dresses are very like swishy. The dresses are so like swishy, you know? And because my class did another dance and I think like the older kids did like the swishy one, but I'll find it. I'll find it. But not even actual Mexican Independence Day. I know. You know, Mexican American heritage, all that. Time for Goose Night. A long day now. Tomorrow I lurk. Thank you for the raid and for dropping by, Zako. Always good to have you. But yeah, so for a little bit of insight as to like these dance shows, back in the day they went pretty late, but I think going until midnight is where you start getting participants that were like pissed off because I was pissed off. And my experience isn't the universal experience. I'm gonna start with that. Like, you know, you might encounter someone else who like had a completely different experience, especially because like this is back in like 2015-ish. Like that part, like 2015 to like 2018-ish was when I was like really active in these communities. And these dancers are all college students who are like, they're not being paid for this. They're doing this just for one. They've joined a club. They want to learn more about their culture and then they want to perform it for their friends and family. So they're dedicating time out of their college days to learn these dances and like perfect them so that they're like stage presentable, basically. So that's why like when I say that like once you get to practices, like they're typically in the evening because people have class, right? Like they would typically start in like 5 p.m. ish, and then I think nowadays they end them around 10. But like I said, back in the day, like basically the time where our practice went up to like midnight is when I was doing this eskrima. I was in a dance that used these sticks, which is a martial art, eskrima. Basically this, but it's more dance like, where like we do have the sticks and we are taught some parts of the martial art, but if you were to ask me to like defend myself, I would not be able to. But more so this would be like just dances like this. Cinco de Mayo Day, some more booze and fireworks day. I posted a link in general in your Discord. Is this the dance that you're thinking of? Let's see it. Yes, okay. Yeah, the dances are very swishy. Yeah. Yes, no, this is exactly it. When I was in elementary school, I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, and the 5th graders were able to do this dance, and I was like, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. I did another dance, and I also had a really cute dress, but I saw this one and I was like, but their dresses are so swishy and I love it. Also, this music is so good. Let me turn off the Spotify. This is so beautiful. And you know what? In the college that I went to, it wasn't just the Filipino clubs that were practicing for their dance shows. It was also other cultures. But we shared a lot of practice spaces with the folklorico. So we would also be seeing like these dances as well. We kind of had like a friendly rivalry because it was kind of like some of these practice spaces, it was like first come first serve. So it was like, oh, sorry, you wanted to practice here, we got here first, you know. So visually rich with the spirals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I wish I could learn Eskrima. The stick fighting looks fun. It is. It is. I got injured once with it, but it was kind of a skill issue. Mexiquito lindo. Oh, my voice can't go that high anymore. But sometimes, okay, sometimes you could book the like you could reserve the practice spot, but there were some areas where it was like it was first come first served. Like we're like, I'm so sorry, but we also need to rehearse for our show. Disney Channel movies taught me that you settle situations with a dance off. Oh my god, that would have been so cool. I did go to like an event where it was talking about like indigenous folks, indigenous Filipinos, because I won't get too much into it, but there is a whole lot of like, if you think about how indigenous people are treated here in Bear America or even in Canada, and kind of how they're mistreated almost like systemically, something very similar is also happening in the Philippines, where like indigenous Filipinos, like especially from like cultural, I guess you could say like minorities or just like other groups, are also kind of systemically not treated well, to say it like lightly, to kind of like kneecap my, like what I mean by that. So I went to an event though where it was like indigenous Americans, like Native Americans and First Nations folks. They kind of had like a powwow, but there was also indigenous Filipinos. So like from these different groups in the Philippines, and they were dancing together, and it was probably like one of like one of the most memorable moments of like of my college life, was being able to like be in that space and kind of witness it happening. So it's kind of like a dance off, but it's almost like a collaborative dance off of like, you show me your dance, I'll show you my dance. So yeah, it was cool in that regard. There's a lot of discourse with these dance shows, by the way. Like, I very much enjoyed them. They helped me learn a lot about Filipino culture, but arguably, it's also like, I know someone that used the word pastiche. Like, it's almost like a pale imitation of like cultural respect off. Exactly, exactly. Put the music back on. These dances though are kind of like, it's almost like a pale imitation of like you're not gonna see people like actually dancing this, like if you go to the Philippines, like they're not gonna be doing it on the streets, but they're gonna be doing it if you like go to like a tourist spot, or like go specifically to a dance show held by a folk dance group, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of discourse that I won't get too much into, but this experience was fun, like doing these shows and like doing these dances. The insight that I was gonna talk about with learning this dance is, don't worry, if you ever want to learn this dance, they're not just gonna throw you in there with the sticks and be like, good luck. They would practice. First of all, this is how I learned it. They would put painter's tape on the floor, painter's tape where the sticks would be, and they would teach you like the basic moves. Like, I think if you go here, you see like the basic moves. There's one that's called like the diamond, where you basically make a diamond with your feet. So you just have to imagine that these sticks are stationary, and then they teach you the moves while it's stationary. Like, nothing is getting clapped. You're not going to get your ankle clapped, So you learn the steps first. That's kind of level 1. They throw you in and say, we're going to get them ankles. No. Can you imagine? Oh man, that'd be like a type of hazing, I feel like. So yeah, like they would first do it with like painter's tape on the floor, and then you just have to like dance around the painter's tape. That's level 1. Level 2, these aren't official levels. This is just how I'm describing them. Level 2 is they have the actual sticks, but the people holding them, they're just clapping them to the beat. They're not closing the sticks in on each other. You know what I mean? Like they're just lifting them up and down just so that you get the beat, and just so you get familiar with, like, for one, the stick placement and the rhythm. The rhythm of the game. So then you keep on practicing like that. You keep on practicing the moves, because you also have to coordinate with your partner. There's certain parts where, let me play it while muted. There's certain parts, see, like this section I learned before, But then there's parts where you have to cross over with your partner. There's parts where you have to like, there we go. You have to like coordinate like hand stuff with your partner. So you have to like coordinate all that. So when you practice, they're not closing the sticks at this point. It's only until you like really, really, really get the handle of it that they start closing the sticks. And then you have to worry about like not getting your ankle smashed. So yeah, they're like, if you're ever interested in learning this dance, you don't have to be Filipino to learn these dances, by the way. Like our Filipino club had a lot of non-Filipinos who were just kind of interested in the dance, in the culture, and we totally let them have at it, you know. I come back only to say, what do you need to defend yourself for you're a bear? Who the F can solo a bear? Lurk. But I'm a small bear. I'm 5 foot. I'm 5 foot nothing. But yeah, so that's kind of like the basics of how they teach it. I had never learned a whole routine. I just learned like, let's see, this part. This is the beginning. There we go. This part. It's almost like jump rope. Like this basic part is just like jump rope. You just have to alternate your feet. So it's very doable. Another bear. But then once you learn the technique, that's when things get spicy. That's when you add things like the helicopter. Here, the helicopter. That's one. And then later on they do like the blindfolded one. And then there was another one that I think they called like dos equis, so like 2 crosses, where it's just 2 crosses but they're like rotating. Why would they fight? They're in love. I know, that's me and Beans. We're just fellow bears in love. So there's this one, and then Dos Equis. Yeah, like the alcohol. Yes. I don't know if this one has it, but it's basically just 2 cross. No, I think this is it. Here we go. Dos Equis. It's 2 crosses. Pero when I do Dos Equis. This is actually more of a T, but yeah. I gotta sneeze again. Give me a sec. You're not getting that unmuted sneeze. I'm not an orc. Thank you. There's another dance that I really like. Oh, actually, if you want to see the dance that my costume is based off, Pandango sa Ilaw. Bless your tiny cotton socks. That's the thing, though. Wait. Let me put the Spotify away. I'm barefoot. That's right. I have bare feet. You can't really see it because of my dress, but for these dances, by the way, you do have to have bare feet. Like you do like you don't wear shoes or socks on there. I'm barefoot. Grip bear. Yeah. Let's look at this one. Oh, let's stop the music and then let's listen to the actual music. See? You gotta actually balance it on... Wait, does this have... No, I need one with the male partners. Here, this one. Oh, this one's like a theatrical production. For free? Because you can't just, it's like, oh, what if you just tape it to your head, right? You can't just tape it to your head. Oh wait, this is OSCWA's. There's like slight differences, but no, this is fine though. This is fine. Oh, they're singing. This is so scary. I die. So they're not real candles, or at least I hope they're not real candles. We didn't do real candles. Wow, they have a choir. Can I up the quality a little? There we go. So yeah, you have to balance the candle in between your fingies. Kind of like if you look at my outfit. Like I said, you have to have your middle and your ring finger to your thumb. And then you balance the cups in between your index and your pinky. Get rotated. Ah! No, there's fire everywhere. I'm just kidding. And then the choir suddenly starts singing ominous Latin. One person drops a light and the lighting turns red. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, thanks for the follow. Who is this? Muscle Potato. Oof. Good evening. Hello, thank you for joining. I know, look at all that fire. So this dance originated from a party where I bet you couldn't go out. Wait, I want to read that comment. So this dance originated from a party where the I bet you couldn't got way out of hand. Got it. So the origin of this one is actually really cool too. Is a lot of dances of these types are based off of like I guess rural life. Rural, it's rural life. This one is apparently based off of like there were fishermen that would go out to fish, right? And then they would come back to shore in the evening and they would be guided by fireflies on the beach. But if there were no fireflies, they would also have like women who just stood out there with candles, and that would kind of be their guide back to the shore after a long day of fishing. So that's one of the origins of this. But I think I think if that's the origin, then it definitely developed a lot out of like just theatricalness, right? Good job, didn't drop any of them. I know, right? I'm a professional. Owen with the fire. Just muscle potato? Okay, you got it. Thanks for joining. We're just chatting about Filipino dances at the moment. Yeah, because my little outfit is based off a dance that I did. I'm not in this video, by the way. But this is just an example. But yeah, in this version, you have a partner. You have a male partner, and you do hand it off to them. That's why you can't just tape it on your head, right? Clever misdirect. Dun, 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 dun. So you actually do have to practice balancing it on your head. The good thing though is that for my club, the Filipino club I was in, your hair had to be slicked back. Like it had to be like slicked back, and I think that definitely helped with balancing the cup on your head. Our club was pretty strict. It was like you cannot have any stray hairs. You have to have gel to make sure that it's like smooth and professional. Kind of like these ladies here. Because I've been to a lot of shows where that wasn't a requirement, and like, you know, there were some people in my crew that were kind of judgmental about it, but like, but yeah, it had to be slicked back. There could not be any strays. Otherwise, the alumni would like call that out. They'd be like, "What are you doing? Why do you have stray hairs?" It's kind of scary, actually. Everyone who hasn't yet, yeah, we got a one channel point redeem. The sniffer sticker. Get yourself a sniffer sticker. When I went to school in Mexico, my mom did my hair like that. Oh man, no strays, right? No stray hairs, no baby hairs. Look, they're balancing it on their faces. Dun dun dun. Oh wow, they have like cool lights and stuff. When I get home, my hair would be all crunchy. Me too! After each of our rehearsals, our hair would be so crunchy. You had to like comb it out. My hair would be crunchy, but that was because it froze! Oh no! Yeah, or shower, exactly. No, not the freezing hair, no. Wow. Yeah, these are my favorites. And then, by the way, I mentioned this in the Tinikling one, but I'm sure it's the case here. The music is all live. Like, it's not a recording. Usually, especially for the college clubs, you hired what's called Rundalia. Rundalia is like a... Actually, I could show you right now what Rundalia is. Yeah, why not Rundalia Cariñosa? Here we go. It's a group. It's a group that you had to like hire. Oh, I love cariñosa. So they all have different instruments too. It looks like they're all playing guitars, and some of them are playing guitars, but some of them are also playing like different string instruments. I think you could get a better look at this one, like these. And some of these instruments are based off of like Spanish instruments. One of them's playing a fish, but you can't see them right now. I mean, I'd believe it. See, this person is just doing I think maracas, like percussion. I don't know if that's percussion, but it's really cool to have the group there live. Sometimes they would be like either below the stage or they would be like right off of the stage. And we had to like coordinate with them to be like, you know, if you had props in your dance, then you had to be careful not to hit them, right? Maracas is percussion. Ah, nice, nice, nice. And then there's another one called I don't remember the name of it, but gong. Wait, let me look up something really quick. It's not just the okay. Mindanao. Maybe this too. We'd also have people that are trained in like these gongs that are more. This is you see this more in the south. I love their gongs. Guy forgot his guitar and was trying to play it off. We've all been there. It's true. So there are people that are the rondalia are the people with the string instruments, and then there's also groups that are specialized in these instruments too. I like these gongs. And they are intentionally shaped like nipples, by the way. I think they're even called like nipples. I'm not sure. Like that is intentional. So like people try to do the little hee hee ha ha, but that is the intention actually. It's a nice sound though. I really like it. So, but I do want to show. I do have to go and like. I think maybe we could do until 8:45. It's 8:24 right now, so a couple more minutes. But I do want to show off a couple more dances that I really like Pasigin. This is the fishing one, where the guys are Oh, this one looks cute. The guys are fishermen, and the girls are the fish. And they're trying to catch them in their nets, which is basically just hula hoops with netting on it. But the fishermen don't know that there's holes. There's holes in the nets. Gym time? Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym. Is this during 3 years ago? That's why they're wearing the masks. Dancing with masks? That's insane. Like props to these dancers. I did this one too, my first year of performing in these shows. I did this dance. See, they're fishies. The girls are the fishies. They're fishies. You gotta catch them. You gotta catch them. I kind of like seeing the stage performances of these though, because the audience is also kind of part of it, because there's a section where the fishermen try to catch them by like slapping their hula hoops down, and the audience is like, "Aww," or like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." That's what I mean, is that like the dancers do kind of like go off the energy of the audience in these performances. This is really good production value though. This is not me. I'm not throwing any shade. Oh, look, this is so cute. You know what's really cute is seeing little kids perform these dances, because I used to teach dances to like kindergarten through like 5th grade. It's so cute. It's so cute. And yeah, it's not the most coordinated. But it's so cute. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, you guys are dancing too. Also, they're performing on a beach. That's kind of insane. Like they're not losing their footing or anything. Props to these dancers for real, for real. Oh, this is the part where like the audience is like, "Oh, are they gonna catch them? Are they gonna catch them?" Whoa. Cute. Oh, there's more. There's more. Oh, they're gonna try and catch them. I'm trying to catch them. Whoa. They caught one. They caught one. Or did they? I saw a version where there's like a cute little solo at the end where the fish grabs the net and like chases after the fisherman. Really cute. Actually, wait, these look like kids, aren't they? Or maybe teenagers? No, they look like kids. That's so cute. When I was in school in Mexico, our school did like an event for Mother's Day where our teacher for our grade would get us a song to dance to. And when I was in first grade, our dance was Numa Numa, like the Numa Numa Yay. Numa 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 Yay. They look like kids. Yeah, they do look like kids. Give me a second. Okay, I can go on for about like 10 to 15 more minutes and then I'm going to have to call it so we can go to the gym. In front of all our parents and relatives for the whole school and dance to that song. It was so dumb. I totally get it, but I definitely see like, parents eat that stuff up. It's like, because here too, like I do remember in elementary school, like I said, we had like our Cinco de Mayo celebration. But yeah, they they eat that up. We had to dress as mimes. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, I used to teach at like a Filipino American school, and like, excuse me, and the parents ate it up. Like they love seeing their kids dance these dances. Even like I said, if it's not like coordinated, it's fine, it's fine. It's when you're like a college org, that's when people are like, that wasn't that wasn't as sharp as it could have been. Mm-mm. It sucked. Oh no. My condolences. Okay, I want to show another one. Oh, karatong is a good one. I want to show you guys the bench dance. Sayaw sa bangko. Because this is another like daredevil one. This one's one of my favorites. So basically, this one they dance on top of benches, but it gets more daredevil-ish because they start to stack the benches. And this dance, this is the most I've ever seen them stack it. Like I think they go 5 levels up. If anything, parents probably enjoyed the embarrassment of their kids. Oh no, their mids, not their mids. I've seen this one before. This is super cute. But yeah, see, it's already kind of scary to like be up on one bench, right? Now imagine it stacked. Oh, this is another one with the audience participation. You hear them when they're like, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And some of it is the people in the background because in these types of shows, if you're not doing a dance or if you're not like setting up for a scene, they tell you like go to the background just to make it seem more like lively. It has to feel like a party essentially. Okay, if it's okay with y'all, I'm gonna skip ahead a little because I want you to see when they like stack it. There we go. So they already stacked to like a second level, right? And if you see people with coconuts on them, that's actually they're preparing for the next dance. It is a party. Exactly. Exactly. This is the second level. This guy with the coconuts, that's them preparing for the next dance. Which I could show you guys if you want. That one's another dance that I like. I think in this video there's one where they almost fall off, but not necessarily. Monty Python coconut horses. Now I'll show it to you. It's one of my favorites too. I also learned that dance, but I didn't perform it on stage. Okay, we're gonna fast forward. There we go. They're on level 3. And you have people like holding it down. When it gets higher, you have a person that is essentially like holding it down with just their weight. Also, you have to have a lot of trust in your partner to do this dance. You gotta really trust your partner. Okay, fast forward. Here we go. I think this is level 4. This is super high up. Like, this is... The Swagapino courtship rituals. No! Also, the crowd of people around is not just for the ambience and like the party, like, you know, the party ambiance. I think it's also to make sure that like if they do fall, someone will catch them. Oh, and guess what, guys? That's not the end of it. There's a more. There we go. Wait, how many levels is that? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 levels. That's so high up. And you see the crowd is like going wild. Ding, 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 ding. They're the safety net and partition to hide the injuries from the crowd. Exactly. Exactly. That I think that's why there's so many people. Like there's someone just straight up recording like I kind of love the person that's just recording. Okay, this part is scripted. I have to say this right now. This next part is scripted. At least that's what it looks like. Look, look, look. See, it wasn't accidental. Like, let's look again. Let's look again. Because for one, she steps all the way over. You can tell how many times I've watched this video. Not only does she step here, but look at the people down below. They're ready. They prepped for this. Look, look, look. Look, she steps, and then look at all the people down here. Catch. But if you don't know that, it's like, oh my god. She could have died. That's partially why I love these kinds of dances, because it kind of goes into the whole like theatrical aspect of it. Let's look at one last one, the coconut one. I think it's Maglalatik. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I love this one. I think this is from the same group that did the last one, so we might as well. See, it's a party. It's a party. So this one, they have like coconuts on them and they make like a clacking sound. See, they're hitting with their they actually have coconuts in their hands and they're hitting it against the coconuts that they're wearing. And it makes this really cool like, clacking sound. I just love the ambiance of everything. Like there's people that like They have like a background. There's people that are like walking around. They're like chatting with each other. It's like videos like this that make me wonder, like, was it worth it? Was the rehearsals that go up until freaking midnight, was it worth it? Because they make that really fun atmosphere. Like, they kill it. Ding, 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 ding. You know what? I've seen this one before. Because I was like, did that person just straight up bring up like a basketball hoop with them? I think this might have been the one I showed during I did like a whole stream about these dances. Have you said guy in red shorts and no shirt is my spirit animal? Dude, yeah. Actually, yeah. No, you know what? I think the guys are all shirtless, but the girls have shirts. Yeah, I didn't realize that until you pointed it out. I think we have enough time for a couple more dances. Maglalatik. What's another one that I like? Let's see, oh, good thing that there's a whole bunch of these. Karatong. Karatong's pretty cute. Tinikling, itikitik. Itikitik is like, they look like little ducks. They're little ducks. You know what? I think I might want. You guys want to see a crab dance? I think we'll end off with a crab dance in Alimango. This one. It's a dance that is supposed to imitate crabs. Crab rave. This is also really good, like, production quality. The ham dance. This is really cute. This one I never learned. I have a couple friends that know the dance, but it was in 2020, right before the pandemic. So it's kind of unfortunate they never got to perform it on stage, but I remember them learning it. Should this be our instead of a mosh pit, it's a crab rave? You guys can spam emotes if you want. We'll do this instead of our mosh pit. I think in that case, let me look into who to raid. Ding 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 ding. Bum 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 bum. Oh, the Kigurumi one. They're so cute. Bum 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 bum. See, you can see like little kids learning this type of dance, right? The professor, the Professilando one. If I ever this wouldn't be anytime soon, but if I ever get a 3D model, I'm teaching you guys these dances. I'm gonna teach it to you guys. Cute. Cute. Yeah, that wouldn't be anytime soon, by the way. I still gotta get a live 2D model, but if I ever get a 3D model, it's over for you guys. It's over. We're gonna learn these dances together. You guys are gonna embody the crab. But how do you need a dumpy emote too? Wait, that would be so funny. Aw. Alright, I think that's what we'll do in lieu of our mosh pit, or that's what we did in lieu of our mosh pit. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I did say that I would raid someone, but it's also Saku's anniversary. streaming anniversary. So I think it makes sense to raid into Saku. If someone makes one for me, I promise I'll add it. Oh, there's a challenge for the artists. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid into Saku for her. She's celebrating her 3rd streaming anniversary. If you guys didn't know, I feel like a lot of you do know, but for those who don't, 3rd year streaming anniversary. What a you know, an achievement. So let's go ahead and raid into her. I'll be back on Friday. I want to say Friday with what did I say that I was gonna do on Friday? I think it's art appreciation. I already forgot my own schedule. You know what? Let me look it up real quick. We'll be back Friday. Yeah, with art appreciation. So we have quite the queue going already. So we'll go from there. But thanks everyone for dropping by. Thanks for listening to me yap. And we had fun with Lutong Bahay too. So, all right, let us raid. I'll see you guys on Friday, but until then, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye.